Welcome to My Prayer for You. I'm standing among one of the clusters of oak trees on the Mulberry campus of Trinity Baptist Church. In the hill country of Texas, live oak and post oak trees just cover the landscape, and also in our marvelous city of San Antonio. They're a common scene, and yet never to be taken for granted, because the oak trees are there providing for us shade and shelter and beautiful scenery. They also give us a reminder of how trees produce. In the fall, acorns that deer enjoy, and for the spring, the shedding of leaves so the new leaves can grow. I remember as a boy in our home in the hill country, trying to talk my parents out of having to rake the yard twice a year. Acorns in the fall, leaves in the spring. Saying, let's just wait till they've all fallen, let me rake them up at one time. I never could persuade them to do it differently. Among the oak trees, I also think of the prophecy of Isaiah, when in chapter 61, he said, "And the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, to comfort all who mourn, who grieve, that they might become oaks of righteousness, the plantings of the Lord, that God would be glorified." The Spirit of the Lord being upon us, even like these beautiful oak trees of righteousness, that we can be as firm and solid as this tree, and that our roots can go deep into the soil of God's marvelous love, as Paul would describe in Ephesians. And that God has a vision for our lives, even in the midst of grief, that a new day is dawning if we are willing to trust Him. But the prophet of Isaiah said that we then could be used of God through His anointing to meet the hurts of other people, that they can know God's hope in their life for new beginnings. Part of the power of the oak trees is that they're able to withstand drought, just like we experienced 22 months of it recently in San Antonio in the hill country and much of Texas. And now that we're receiving rain again, we're grateful for every drop of water that we receive. The trees are also thriving. That we can, like the psalmist said in chapter 1, in season and out of season, continue to produce our fruit, because the source of our life is beyond our own strength. It's in the strength of the Lord, that we might be the plantings of the Lord, that He would be glorified. My prayer for you is that you will know the joy of being as an oak of righteousness with your life.